Hello, and today on Torp Talks, we're going to talk about music education. Music education is something that plays a profound role in my life. It's really the reason I do what I do because I had such good educators. I'm lucky that I went to a really good public school that just happened to push music and be fond of the arts. I've been getting a lot of questions about college. Soon I'm doing a clinic at my old high school and going to be talking about college there. They sent me some questions. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with that and what it's meant to me and what it's done for me. Okay, so I started out my musical journey. I took like general ed and stuff in elementary school, and then the band directors came by and they had us try out mouthpieces and let us pick out an instrument if we wanted to play. You'll see me play a lot of different instruments in videos, but trumpet's actually my primary instrument, and around town, that's mostly what I gig on. I do keyboard gigs, I do bass gigs and stuff too, but I'm probably best well known as a trumpet player, and that's what I studied to get my degree. So getting into high school, I was really serious. I had kind of figured out I wanted to play music for a living. I'm practicing a lot, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can about music. And so at the time, I really believed in diversifying myself and being able to know a lot of different things about music and not just know how to play my horn well, but like understand music as a concept. And so luckily they started offering music theory at my school. I took that and that was life-changing. I took choir. Obviously I was doing band. I was in jazz band. I was in as much music classes as I could possibly do in one day. So I applied for schools. I wanted to stay close to home, so I went to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, go Cougars, and that's where I studied jazz. I had known that jazz was a really important part of my life already. It was a really important genre of music to me, and I also felt like it was kind of the key to unlocking just being a good performer and being a good instrumentalist. As I get into college, I'm taking more like piano skill classes, I'm taking jazz piano, and obviously I'm learning even more about theory and like more popular genres of music. But also I'm just like implementing it, right? I'm playing gigs, I'm learning tunes for other people, and I'm starting to connect the dots. So for me, a big part of success in that realm was being soaked in music all the time and trying to understand it on a level past my instrument. So one of the questions I was asked in this upcoming clinic I'm doing was, do I need to go to college to be a musician? And I truly think the answer is no and yes at the same time. And here's why. There are a bounty of resources out there now that if you are driven and you're a self-motivated person, you can learn and you can get better and you can acquire all the knowledge that you want. The asterisk to that is that going to school put me with a lot of other people who were all studying the same thing, but also I had people who were guiding me to research the right information. And what I mean by that is you can say, I want to get better at the guitar, and then you can type into YouTube and say, man, I'm a good guitar player. Intermediate guitar lesson, right? And you'll learn some concepts and you'll learn some things. There'll be all these lessons, but maybe you know all that stuff already, right? Or maybe it's just things that came to you naturally and you're like, no, I really want to take the next step. What's the next step? And having a private teacher guide you through, hey, you should check this record out. Hey, you should learn this solo. Having someone listen to you critically and that you respect is a world of difference for us as artists. Hone your craft in front of somebody and have it critiqued so that it can be better. The other argument for going to higher education, for going to college to do music that I would make is also just networking and connections. And something I've learned about that since getting out of college is that that might not be the most important thing, but depending on the type of person you are, if you're not like a late night, I like to go out, I like to go to dive bars, I like to just like meet people, I like to be on the scene. If you're not exactly that type of person, then going to school for music can be a big help for you. And when you're young, you can't exactly go out to all these places where music is happening, right? Because it's kind of a nightlife thing. So being in school kind of helps you get connected with lots of different folks. Most of the big gigs that I do or regular gigs that I have, I get through school connections. And when I get a call, a lot of times it's because someone I went to college with recommends me. So all that being said, I know a lot of people that went to college for music and didn't totally end up where they wanted to be, right? And I can even still say that about myself sometimes. Going to school for music does not guarantee you anything. Yes, it can give you some great skills and it can give you some great experience that other people might not get, but there's also a whole world of music making out there that you learn just from being a part of art in your community. If you have the want, you will go out, you will meet the people, you will make the connections, and you will do a lot of the things that you want to do. So yes, I recommend going to school. If you can swing it, maybe go part-time. Maybe just take some lessons with somebody. Learning in any context from those people is what's going to make a big mark on you and the biggest marks on your growth. So don't fret. Don't think that you're some lonely, uneducated musician out there clueless about how it really works, or I don't understand theory, or I don't understand recording. Don't let that get in the way. Don't be afraid to make art. And if you are a person that went to school already, don't think that you know it all and don't think that you've got it all figured out. No one is entitled to success. So don't be discouraged. Don't worry. Just make music and be happy and enjoy it, and good things will come. This is Torp Talks.
When I see you, I know everything will be alright.